Hey, Kings fans, Mikey here, one of your in-arena hosts for your LA Kings. And boy, do I love when you bring that energy and excitement to every single home game. Speaking of energy and excitement, make sure you check out the Kings Realm podcast. They cover everything from hockey to sports, movies, and of course, cereal. That's right, all the important topics covered right here on the Kings Realm podcast. And go, Kings, go.
Welcome to the Kings Round presented by the Hockey Podcast Network. Be sure you're following us on social media at Kings Round Pod. Send us a text. Leave us a voicemail. 562-317-0087. Go do that. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but I'm pretty sure I can almost guarantee it's going to be more positive than last week. Dennis Wilson.
Prove it.
That is James Whitlock.
Sound of sweet, sweet nectar.
And Jordan Hegwood.
Is it going to be HIV positive?
I don't know why we go there. I don't know what you're trying to imply there, Jordan.
It's from South Park.
There's a lot of stuff from South Park. So
That's because Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it.
What up, loser?
What's up, Mikey?
I just want to point out that Mikey reached out to me mid-stream last week and was disappointed that I wasn't there.
Yep.
It's all right, Mikey. You can fanboy for me. I take it as a compliment.
Hey, don't give him that.
James said that earlier today. That was fun.
What's that?
I take that as a
it
compliment. Little inside
Yeah,
joke
fuck
there.
Jordan. Oh, wait.
No. I think it was a clear dig at me, and
Oh
I was
no,
like,
it totally was.
I take that as a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah,
They didn't know. Totally disarming. Didn't know what to do with that.
he did not know what to do with that. No, it's fun. Inside stuff, people. You don't get to know. Sorry.
Oh,
Anyway, so Jordan,
yeah.
why the fuck weren't you here last week?
HIV.
Everybody
positive.
wants to know.
HIV positive.
We didn't tell everybody that, so
Oh, no.
no.
What?
No,
what,
and you would
what did
still be positive this week, which would have also prevented you from being here. So that didn't work. What else you got?
I'm curious to know what you guys said.
I
Yeah,
asked if
but
you
you weren't
died,
here.
and James said that you're not with us. So I asked if you died, and he said no, he's just not with us. But then again, he never is. So that's what we said. You didn't get some crazy disease.
No. I don't know if I should feel good about that.
We had a lot more on our hands to deal with. than
Yeah.
just
That's true.
figuring out-
So I've heard from the massive.
The text messages we've received as a group,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and the DMs we've received as a group.
I mean, I got a single DM. Did anyone respond to Steve? I didn't see that. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't. No.
Hey, you know what? It's provocative. It gets the people going.
I was on vacation with the family.
He's
And,
on vacation.
I was on vacation.
Every single day.
What's vacation? Well, it's when you go to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And
And
go
you
on
never
a
come
boat.
back.
Yeah, exactly. Except I am back.
Respond. This is the Hot Ones hat. The OG Hot Ones hat that they've never made a good one since.
They've made more sense.
They've made, twinning. They've made more Hot Ones hats, but they've never been this good, like the fitted version.
Oh, gotcha.
For the people playing the at-home game, see LA Kings Hot Ones collab.
OG.
Collaboratory or something.
So how was Idaho?
You Idaho. Hey, look, I even remember press record. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Seems easy.
Steve came with stats. It was great. We went on a boat twice, 2 different boats. First one was a speedboat. Second one was a fucking hot tub boat.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's literally just a floating hot tub with a little like shitty electric motor on the back.
Like a little trolling, little bit more than a trolling motor.
Like not even, dude. Like I think it went 2.5 miles an hour. Like we literally crossed the Spokane River, which is not a huge river, and it took like 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Michelle said Idaho.
Michelle. But it was pretty cool. I went golfing on a really nice golf course that had
All right.
world's only floating green.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
So like it can move around the water.
Indubitably.
Wow. How do you
Yeah.
get to the green? Is you have to take a little boat or is it
You
a
do
bridge?
take a little boat. No,
That's
it's a
funny.
boat. It's adorable.
Do you have to row it?
No, there's a lady pulling a lever. It's like on cables.
Gotcha.
But that was cool. And we went on a silver mine tour in Wallace, Idaho. And then since we're so close to the border of Montana and we'd never been to Montana, I made us drive to Montana. And we literally got on the overpass that is the Montana border or just across the Montana border and turned around and then drove back to Idaho.
And
Doesn't count.
there's nothing there, right?
Doesn't count.
Just
You know,
freeway overpass.
it looks shockingly like Idaho.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
It's the plains.
It was weird. It was weird. Fuck you. Yes, it counts.
No, it doesn't.
Yep.
It's like a layover in an airport. You don't get to count that city.
You counted it as a state.
I breathe the Montana air,
Yeah.
James. When you're in an airport, it's all not manufactured, but
You can go out. You can go outside, but it still doesn't count.
highly processed.
It counts.
You didn't do anything. You didn't
We
even get a
we
meal.
drove through states and we counted it.
You didn't even get a meal. You got to get a meal or something. You got to get something. Buy
I
a
don't think
doodad.
so.
There was no doodads on said overpass.
I can
so-
say I've been to states on the East Coast, and I mean that's like driving across Orange County. Like you don't need to stop and get something.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Kings AI broke, so Twitter doesn't work anymore. No, Twitter, to stream on it now, you have to have a premium account.
Yep. You have to pay for it so that you can stream live.
And get this, there's 3 versions. There's premium basic, which is I don't know how that works.
Yep.
Premium.
Basic
basic.
bitch.
There's premium, and then there's like premium plus.
Wow.
Or premium plus and then premium platinum or something like that. But I'm like, why call it premium basic? That's
And then premium
stupid.
premium is
Yeah.
premium.
I guess is
Premium
what happens with
view.
you when you piss off all your advertisers and they don't want to advertise with you anymore. You kind of need money, so you got to do shit like this.
Yeah, so we're contemplating whether we pay the ransom
the ransom.
to get
Nah.
on.
Nah,
I mean, I
don't
do
think
want my
so.
fucking comments back because I can't see it.
I don't think that has anything to do with it, dude.
Well,
I think that's a
then I blame
then
James.
I think maybe StreamYard updated something to where people who are not logged in don't get to see it. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a setting that we need to change on our side, but
it happened the week that we got booted off of Twitter.
yeah, that doesn't mean that's Twitter. Like
Twitter.
that's not StreamYard.
Yeah, but where are these comments coming from?
So
They're coming
Mike-
from Twitch.
Yeah, coming from Twitch. Mikey says you suck no matter what.
Well, yeah.
But
Yeah.
Mikey, I will tell you, StreamYard does not allow you to send. So it might be something.
Okay, here it
going
is.
through StreamYard
Yep,
to
here it
Twitter.
is. Boom. Okay. There is
It's back.
it is they changed it in StreamYard. It's a setting.
Fuck you,
You have-
Dennis.
You have to go in and click it. I just turned it on. So why are you saying fuck you? I just fixed it for you, you asshole.
James, hit the button.
Fuck you, Dennis.
It feels so good. Now I know why you guys are so trigger happy with it.
All right. All right. Hey Jordan, you ready for this?
Oh,
I didn't see it. What was it?
I turned off the comments for him.
can I?
Oh,
can,
gosh.
can I have it back?
Oh no, you want James to hit that button again or what?
Maybe.
I helped you out. Just because I was right, I still helped you out.
Fuck you, Dennis.
He said maybe. I took that as a yes.
That was James's fault. Take his comments away.
Can't.
Damn it.
I don't know why. I don't know why they made that a thing that you have to like turn on. Is it back?
Oh yes.
All right,
I
be
worked at
nice
a
or I take it
restaurant
away
after high
again.
school. My coworker's dad got a workplace
You're like
injury
a
from
child.
$6 million settlement. They packed their shit and moved from Fullerton to Montana real quick. Oh, that's pretty dope.
I'd do some shit like that if I got a $6 million settlement. I live
Yeah.
out in the fucking middle of nowhere in the Pacific Northwest. Like by my own fucking mountain.
Fuck yeah. I'd call it Mount Chubb. Hey, get off my chub.
Not you, honey.
That's crazy. $6 million settlement. All right, there's your Triple Crown line. What would you do with a $6 million settlement?
Like
Two
$6 million
chicks at the same
settlement
time.
All right, James Lynn, we don't need to do it. It's over.
Hey, Peter, turn on channel 7.
I do feel like probably when Jaden was in high school, $6 million was a lot more money back then, especially in Montana before Montana blew up.
Oh God, that.
Oh yeah.
I bet you that property is worth triple that.
Oh, minimum.
Yeah, depending on where it's at. Yeah, I would fucking move to Idaho in a heartbeat. The people are so friendly. The only downside is fucking people smoke everywhere. We're just like, what is this?
And the downside is like half the year it's windy as fuck. Probably more than half the year.
She sounds cute.
I don't know if it's so much in northern Idaho it's like that, but you're 2 hours away from Canada, so it's fucking cold in the winter.
So
Yeah.
hockey.
Is there hockey to talk about?
No.
There's probably
No, I'm
both,
saying
right?
hockey. If you're close to Canada, you get hockey.
there you go.
Up and
There is a minor league hockey team in Spokane, which is 35 minutes away.
Practically.
There's also a minor league baseball team called the Spokane Indians that we stopped by and got some swag from.
Because of course you would.
swag.
Yeah, you should see like how like in tune they are with like the local natives. It's endearing.
That's cool. It's not a cartoon character.
Nope.
Wait, so that's what happens when you move to Oklahoma? You start sounding like James? What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, offer sheets coming from St. Louis
No,
to Edmonton. That was fun.
that really puts them in a bind.
Mm-hmm. I should have sent it, but somebody put together like all the offer sheets from the salary cap era, because that's really the only time you can do it. And who was it? Philadelphia really, really fucked Nashville.
Oh yeah.
They offer sheeted Shea Weber the 14 years, like $12 million a year or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh my god.
And Nashville matched it.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So Philly handicapped Nashville for a long time
Wow.
with that, which is pretty hilarious.
So what's the deal with the pick compensation again? So if they don't match, but the player still signs with the team, whoever made the offer sheet gets that compensation.
And I know Jesse went over this when he was on here one time in this offseason. My understanding is both sides have to agree to the offer, even though they're a restricted free agent. And then it goes back to the team saying, hey, this was the offer they were given. You have the opportunity to either match it or let that player go and you get pick compensation. I don't know what determines the pick compensation, if it's like the like average value or whatever it is, but it's a second for the, I don't remember their names. A second for one of them and a third for the other.
Yeah. A second would hurt, but
yeah, but if
probably not as much as getting like, pinched because of cap, reasons.
Yeah, I mean, it actually doesn't put Edmonton in a bad spot either, because they,
Blues have to give. Okay, Steve is saying Blues have to give a second for the more expensive and a third for the less expensive. I don't understand how this works. I'm an idiot. Steve, explain it like I'm 5. Or wait, what's it saying? Explain it like I'm a King's Realm host.
Is Steven new AI?
Hannah!
Hey, Hannah and me are now Facebook friends. It's official.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Things are getting pretty serious, huh?
Yep. Mm-hmm. We might poke each other later. I don't know.
Facebook poke?
Yes. I was really.
Is that still a thing?
I think you can wave I don't think it's a poke because
Yeah,
I think
that-
they like took it away and then they brought it back and people just abused the fuck out of it after they brought it back and people were annoyed and they like took it away again because we can't have nice things here apparently.
Well, I mean, it's the internet. Have you been on Reddit ever?
Yeah, but it's hilarious.
Reddit likes to beat things to death.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah and I are
If
also
the Oilers
official.
don't match, they get those picks from the Blues. Okay. So what happens? Like, so are they? I asked this before, and I think this is where I got confused. Are they required to match? Can the player just sign with the Oilers for less?
No, because they agreed to that contract with the Blues.
No, I'm saying like if they don't agree with the contract to the Blues, they don't want it. The player doesn't want to go to the Blues. They want to stay with the Oilers. They're willing to stay for less than the offer sheet from the Blues.
Yeah, so for them to actually place the claim on that player has to agree to it.
Okay.
So
So
they
beforehand,
have
the player,
contract.
the player's good. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So both
So they
those
have
players
they
said,
have to
yeah,
match. Okay.
I'll go play for the Blues for that amount of money.
Okay.
let
So
me
they get
sign
the
it.
picks. They get the picks if they sign. So that's their
Mhm.
compensation for losing the player.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So the last time this happened was what, like 3 or 4 years ago when Kotaniemi got offer sheeted from when he's on the Hurricanes now. He was on Montreal and they offer sheeted him and they did not match.
Mikey spelled it out. for you,
Offer
so you-
sheets of the new ping pong balls and I'm here for it. It's slightly better than the ping pong balls.
This is me asking questions. This is
Yeah,
very
well,
different.
Dennis is also smart, like playing dumb with this.
No,
time,
I'm
so
really
the guy
literally
completely roasted.
really done with this, and I know I'm done with this.
Hey,
So
do you have a Violent Gentleman bottle opener? Because I do.
the one that like will magnet to your fridge and is a hockey puck.
Yes. Yeah, the one that
Yeah.
James gave both of us.
Yeah, I have mine on my fridge.
Mine was on my fridge.
Yeah, Mikey's right. He's not playing dumb. He is dumb. That's absolutely right.
There you go. Call it like I see it, right, Ben?
Michelle says, no, I need to explain like I'm 5. So that is actually a step above King's Realm host. Just going to point that out.
What if it's like a really dumb 5-year-old?
Are you smarter than a 5-year-old
Depends.
instead of 5th grader?
They're dumber than a 5-year-old, then they get to edit.
No.
Wow. Jordan doesn't know how to edit. So what does that mean?
That means I'm fucking smart because I've never had to edit, bitch.
Might train Wes to edit.
There you go.
Pay him per show.
Wait, why would you have to pay him? It's a fucking intern.
Child labor.
Unpaid intern. Yeah, we have child labor laws you got to worry about.
Yeah, he could put it on his fucking resume, dude.
Because I also want to build his wealth. I got a tax scheme going on, guys. Just let it happen.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. Jordan's like, I love tax fraud. Let's go.
Dump truck, greater than 5-year-old, greater than Kings Road guy, greater than pile of sand, greater than Eric.
Man, I kind of am upset that I missed the whole Eric thing. I'm gonna actually
You
have
can
to go back.
you have
and
to go
listen.
back and listen. It was look,
Quite
it's okay if you're wrong, right? But to like quadruple down and then some on being wrong. Like there were things that he was bringing up. It's like, I'm giving you facts right now, and you're just like, it doesn't matter to you.
Yeah, he's like, nope, I'm going to stick to it. He said
Yeah.
afterwards, he's like, I just stuck to it no matter what.
Yeah. He's like, I wanted to be the heel. It's like, okay. Jaden. Dennis is like Atlas carrying that conversation. The thing is, like, I was trying to walk him into saying something, and I think he picked up on it and he wouldn't say it. So I had to like call him out on it. So That was interesting. Just Iron Man in Endgame. They did the snap. I mean, I have never seen James so exhausted after a show.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's mentally
James
draining.
James was spent, and I love Eric. That dude's funny. He was on one.
Yeah, he was on one.
I think a lot of it was he was trying to put on a show, and
Yeah.
just didn't know where to draw the line.
All right, what else happened? We talked
What
about
else
offer
happened?
sheets. We talked. Oh, we didn't talk about Austin Matthews.
I would say, yeah. Maybe there's people more read up on it than me, but I read one article, and it seems like Tavares wanted to transfer the captaincy over to Matthews. The article I read made it seem like it was his idea. Like he said, it's just time for him to take over the team.
Because he's fucking washed.
Well, isn't like he up for a contract too? So it's like, is that like Tavares saying like, "Hey, you can be captain. Can you resign?" Yeah, Tavares
maybe.
is simply too old. Was time to transfer the sea. And Tavares wants to get the fuck out. I mean, that's crazy. Like the way it ended in New York, to him want to be out of Toronto, like that's rough.
It happens. Toronto's a fucking shit show, dude.
They are. I don't know if you look at Kings like Facebook, the Kings are the biggest shit show in the NHL. So I don't agree with that, Jordan. That's the way it seems. You weren't here last week when the
go ahead.
I would say you weren't here last week when the athletic rankings came out for like confidence in the general manager.
Oh yeah.
That
Like-
was crazy.
The Kings fans were straight D's for Blake.
Yeah, he was like
And-
second worst.
And I don't know what the other category was, basically non-fans, wasn't much better. So I don't know what your take is, but
Maybe Eric's the only one that subscribes to the Athletic that got that survey.
it would have been F's, dude. F- if possible.
Fair.
Is there anything
Yeah, I
below
mean,
F?
I do. I don't know if D is warranted. It's definitely not an A, a B, or even a C plus. Like maybe a strong C, and that's only because you got rid of PLD. If you
I
take
think that's
out
part
the
of why
PLD
he got the D, because people are so pissed about what he gave up to get PLD.
Is that why you got the D?
Yeah,
I was like, why is James giggling? And I replay what Dennis said.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, all right. Fair.
in hindsight, I'm surprised Jordan didn't pick up on that right away. It was James. That's Jordan's slipping.
Give you 1 week off. James represented all of us with that giggle. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think regardless, he gave up those assets, whether we kept PLD or not. And I think he made a bad situation slightly like better. And I think he gets an upgrade for that. I think it's stupid to knock him down for realizing that he made a mistake and then getting out of it pretty unscathed.
You know, one thing that I've been listening to enough other podcasts and reading enough other articles when they're talking about Rob Blake and his tenure. And did he not sign to no?
Yes.
He signed to no.
Mhm.
Nobody talks about that signing.
There was a
signing
lot of talk about it when it happened, but there's
no,
been
when it
some-
happened, but I'm talking about
Yeah.
like now when they're talking about like Rob Blake's terrible or Rob Blake has done a good job. Like nobody talks about the Deneau signing.
Yeah, but
I don't know why, because it's like I feel like that was an awesome signing and has like been proven to be an awesome signing.
Totally, and I couldn't agree with you more there. But the fact that it's like the whole like, what have you done for me lately thing, right? It's this everybody thought that this team would be competitive at this point, right? When he started making those moves back then with Dano and like the trade for like Muzzin and stuff like that, that got back that cash of players that panned out pretty well.
Trevor Moore.
They thought, they thought that this team would be competitive by now, and they're not. So it's easy to look past that.
I mean, they're competitive in the fact that they're in the playoffs, right? And the thing is, they just haven't been able to surpass Edmonton, who went to the finals. Like, they were the second best team in the playoffs. So
Yeah,
like,
but I'm playing devil's advocate. Like Rob Blake literally went out to build the team and made improvements just to beat Edmonton, and they got beaten even worse.
yeah, but I feel like Edmonton
that's what
at
people
the
see.
same time, and that's fair. That is totally fair. But I feel like Edmonton at the same time, like, got bigger and grittier, right? And we
Mhm.
didn't. We
Right.
tried to outskill a team that had a ton of skill and got bigger and grittier. So
Right. Did you see the rumors that Kane's on the table?
On the trading block. Did you guys talk about that last week?
I heard he's on the surgery table.
no, he's on the surgery table. I don't think he's getting traded now.
No.
Yeah, he's they're contemplating surgery, which is like another wrench in the works with these offer sheets. So
Mm-hmm.
that makes it even. I don't know the exact reasons because I didn't read enough because I didn't care enough, but that makes it tougher at Edmonton. I know that because that was the headline I read. Yeah, that's. I don't think he's going anywhere. I'm sure they'd love to trade him, but I don't think
Yeah.
anybody's taking him.
Well, not
There's
now.
too much. There's too much baggage, and with like, possible surgery. And if he
Mhm.
doesn't get the surgery, there's like risk of injury. So like, why would anybody take him?
Yeah, I mean that I know it's not the same player, and obviously he's a lot older, but there was that risk with like Eichel, right? And that seems to be working out for Vegas just fine.
Yeah, but they knew what they were getting into with that, right? And
Totally.
it's Jack Eichel, and they got him for fucking nothing
Yeah.
comparatively, right?
Mhm.
So a Kane comes with a lot of other baggage. And honestly,
Does
like
he? No way.
yeah,
You don't say.
yeah. And honestly, he's worked out really well for Edmonton, so I don't know why they would want to get rid of him.
Because apparently Draisaitl wants like $15 million a year.
Well, Draisaitl's fucking crazy. He's gonna have to go to like fucking Buffalo or some shit for that.
No, he doesn't want to leave. I think he's going to make it happen, but we'll see.
There's no way. There's no way he's gonna get that much. That's gonna cripple the team if he does that. If they do that,
Good.
I mean that's
Okay,
fine.
good.
But like, I'd be happy with it. But yeah, it would cripple the team. They'd have two guys making a shit ton of money, and then barely have enough money to get mediocre players throughout the lineup.
Yeah.
You
Is
want
his
to talk
contract
about a bad
next
GM? That
year?
would be horrible.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you got to do something though. Yeah, his contract's up next year, so they don't have to pay him this offseason. But they are currently, according to Puckpedia.com, where do I see it? Like $7.5 million over.
Edmonton is.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. One of the players I got offer sheet I remember was a bit of a thorn in our side, so be happy to see him go.
Yeah, I mean, if they have Kane on LTIR, that's going to make space for both Broberg and Holloway.
Dylan Holloway, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
But so if he got surgery now, they said he would miss like a few months.
You remember they signed Victor Arvidsson?
I do. It's really weird.
Yeah, so they would probably gain maybe 3 months of LTIR at the most of his $5.125 million contract. So what does that call it? A third of the season at most?
Yeah. Yep.
A little bit
Wait,
more.
how much does he make?
5.1.
Yeah. It's not clearing a whole ton.
Yeah.
but they're already
I don't know,
3
but-
over.
If they're smart though, they'd fucking milk it just like everybody else does that wins fucking Stanley Cups.
Yep.
What does Kane need to be back for in the fucking regular season? As long as they make it to the playoffs.
Yep. Vegas did it. Tampa did it twice.
Did you see Tampa's gonna fucking sell?
No, what?
Yeah. They are like apparently it's like almost wrapped up. Do you want to guess for how much?
Does it start with a B?
Yes. Well, it starts with a 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Two-
insane.
$2 billion.
That's insane.
Is the valuation before sale. So that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to sell for that. It could.
That's
sell
what
for
it.
more.
That's
It could
what
sell for
they.
less.
That's what it is evaluated at.
That's how I read it. Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
How do they figure that? It's fucking Tampa Bay. Like even Tampa Bay fans hate going to Tampa Bay.
Unless they're good. I mean, this is the time to sell it, right? It's coming off of 2 Stanley Cups in the last 5 years. Like this is the time to sell.
I mean, I guess.
That team is still competitive. I don't know if they're going to see another Stanley Cup finals.
Stamkos is gone. But I
Yeah.
guess Stamkos has been hurt a lot, so
Yeah. But they still have fucking Hedman. They still have Vasilevsky. They still have Kucherov. Like it's still a very good team.
Hedman's getting old. Now check the Rangers value.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a hockey market. Yeah, what is the Maple Leafs value?
Rangers are top.
Rangers are top.
Yeah. The last
That's
time-
crazy. It's not a Canadian team.
Well, it's because I believe it's because the American dollar is worth more, but something along those lines. Okay, well, this one actually is so. This Forbes list from 2023 actually says Toronto at the top.
Yeah, that makes the most sense. Like when you look around like any arena, like and there's other like people wearing other hockey teams, like Maple Leafs has got to be the most. Just the merchandising alone has
Yeah.
got to be worth a lot.
Interesting.
So what are they valued at? Toronto.
Okay, so you want that first, and then you want to guess the top 5?
After Toronto?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Chicago.
So Toronto is listed at 2.8 billion.
Okay, so that makes me feel like
They went up 40% from the previous year.
Tampa's in the top 5 at 2 billion.
This is 2023, so keep that in
Okay.
mind.
So are they're not in it?
Can neither confirm nor deny.
Because you don't know what the top 5 is yet.
They are in the top 32. How about that?
I hope so.
All right. Who else you got?
James said Chicago.
Chicago is number 6,
Ooh.
1.88 billion.
New York Rangers, not Islanders.
Correct. They are number 2, 2.65 billion.
Colorado? No.
Colorado, no. Colorado was actually kind of deep.
Detroit.
17 is Colorado. Detroit is 15, 1.2 billion.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact: the Seattle
Boston.
Kraken, the Seattle Kraken are one above the Detroit Red Wings at 14.
That's crazy.
Boston is number 5, $1.9
Ooh,
billion.
wow. Is LA in there?
Is that an official guess?
I mean, we didn't like limit the number of guesses, so yes.
Number 4, your Los Angeles Kings.
Oh,
At $2 billion. They actually have the 3rd highest operating income. Number 1 is Toronto. Number 2 is Edmonton, 127, 122, and the Kings have
Wow.
$108 million.
Oh. Yeah.
The Kings also have the 3rd highest revenue in the entire league.
Can we just give Hannah props for the Spaceballs reference right there.
I missed it because I was looking at the list.
Merchandising, where the real money is made. Yeah, bad at hockey market, my ass.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Big hockey
Yeah,
market.
see,
we are
I
missing.
love it, Hannah. I love it. I didn't know if you really meant it to be, but it was. So yes,
We're
Spaceballs.
missing number 3.
Number 3. So we got number 1, number 2,
Yep, you got
Four and
Toronto at
five.
1, Rangers at 2,
Two.
Kings at 4, Boston,
Boston
at 5.
5. Yeah, you mentioned Edmonton was up there.
Edmonton is 7, right behind Chicago Blackhawks.
I'm surprised Chicago's not higher. I that's surprising.
Me too.
I thought Chicago would have been like 3 or 4.
Did we say Detroit?
I said
did.
Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
They
New Jersey,
were
is it?
At 15, nope. New Jersey is
Montreal.
11. Montreal
Can
is correct.
Yeah, I was gonna say Montreal. That's the
Number 3, $2.3 billion.
It's the history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, they have like outside of the Toronto area, they have like Eastern Canada. So
Yeah, exactly. They do a debt to value percentage, and some of these are pretty hilarious. So shockingly enough, according to this list, the Philadelphia Flyers have 0 debt.
that means their arena's old as fuck.
Yeah, totally. For reference, the debt to value ratio percentage is 7 for the Maple Leafs, 3 for the Rangers, 9 for the Canadians, 5 for the Kings, and 5 for the Bruins. Where it starts to get really funny, we'll go top 5 for the bottom. Quick glance. New York Islanders, 32%. Seattle Kraken, 29%, which makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, when you have that much to buy in and
Mhm.
renovations on an arena, like yeah.
Surprisingly enough, the Colorado Avalanche, 30% debt to value ratio.
Wow.
Ottawa Senators, 29%. Anaheim Ducks, 27%.
Huh.
And coming in at the top or at the bottom, you guessed it. Keep in mind 2023. Arizona Coyotes at 62%.
Oh,
Mm.
what are they valued at?
They at the time they were valued at $500 million.
Oh. Wow.
The next one down would be the Buffalo Sabres at 750.
So they're
50%
over
more.
250 million in debt.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Mhm.
No wonder they weren't paying their fucking bills.
Oddly enough, not the lowest operating income. That would be
Buffalo.
Nope.
Huh.
that would be your Stanley Cup champions, Florida Panthers, $6 million.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What was the Kings? I missed it. Kings on what? The
Operating income. So I'm assuming it doesn't.
Oh, the Kings on debt. Debt to value.
Oh, debt to value was 5.
5%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder what they're paying off. Crypto renovations.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's always good to have debt, anyways, when you own a business,
Well, it's owned by AEG.
because you can write that shit off.
Crypto is.
Yeah, but the
Anyway.
team probably still leases from AEG
Yeah, I don't know how it works.
for.
Hannah said it's all the new wraps on the cars. It's all the new signage for the new logos.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be expensive when you think about it. somebody was on, I think it was on Jesse's podcast. And they were talking about, I think it was the guys that created the logo. It's like when you start looking at all the things you have to change, like really look around the arena and see how many places you actually see the Kings logo.
Oh yeah,
It gets to be pretty
everywhere.
insane.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. And it's in places you wouldn't think and you don't really notice. Like there's so much that has to change, and it costs a ton to change all of that.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Like the hockey pucks and like the urinals that have the Kings logo on them.
And that's probably one of the cheapest items on the list. The scoreboard needs to change.
The Jumbotron.
Jumbotron's a screen, so that can change. That doesn't cost any money to change.
He's not going to bite.
It's the actual physical like pieces where the logo's at. That's
Yeah.
on the scoreboard.
Yeah,
That's what needs to change.
the Jumbotron. Got it.
So that's the screen.
More commonly known as
That's the
Jumbotron.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, common people are idiots, so I get it.
Bathrooms.
Love the
Parking garage.
silence after that.
Jumbotron. Wait, Staples really went bankrupt? That's still like
Staples, they went bankrupt because they changed their logo. They got rid of the staple
idiots.
L. Yeah.
Idiots.
Even my at the time 11-year-old or 10-year-old, whatever, when they changed that logo, is like, why would they change that? The L was a staple. That's so good.
She
even
gets
even she knows it's a good logo.
Is it that like minimalist thing to change your marketing to be simplistic? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's still my favorite. Like, I know Vine doesn't exist anymore, but like my favorite, like modern Vine type video is that the girl comes running out, like, what's wrong? Like, or like, what's going on? Guys, Staples sells staples. And then she takes off running.
Oh yeah.
And she's
Oh,
like,
no,
where you going?
That's
Dicks.
a dude.
I'm going to
That wasn't a chick,
It's
that was a
dude.
Oh, you're right. It was
Yeah.
a dude.
Yeah.
It's funnier because it's a dude.
Yeah.
Going to dicks. One of my favorite memes was Kohl's does what? Because it's a sign like outside of a strip mall and it says Kohl's Staples Dicks. Kohl's does what?
Sorry, what?
Yeah. I hated Vine when it first came out. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But Vine like pushed people to be creative.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, because you had to make something funny. What was it? 10
You had to
seconds
do it quick
or
and
7 seconds.
yeah, it was like 6 seconds, 7 seconds, whatever it was. It was awesome because like to have something good in that amount of time, it'd be super creative. There was the funniest shit on Vine.
Well, too, it's just like before Vine, like there's also that like Instagram meme, like before social media, like guys used to just sit around like shouting Anchorman quotes at each other. Like that's essentially
Hey,
what Vine and
I feel attacked.
A bunch of sound bites.
I feel
Yeah.
attacked by that, by the way.
You should.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did.
We still do.
Fair.
6 seconds.
Uh-oh, we're losing James.
James, no one
That's
heard
right.
that.
I'm back.
James and his Wi-Fi 7.
Maybe he got the Wi-Fi 7 instead.
What is the Wreck-It Ralph? Wi-Fi should be more like Di-Fi.
I haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph.
What?
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It is
Look at-
great.
Luke would love it.
Oh. Off into the dick set instead of sunset. Okay, Mikey. Well done. Anyways.
Yeah, Jaden agrees. Wreck-It Ralph is great. Put it on the list.
Isn't Sarah Silverman in that?
Yes.
I just got around to watching Logan, and I'm through halfway, and it's really good.
You were able to stop?
Yeah, because the plane landed.
Oh,
Yeah, I had to stop.
you need to finish it.
I just got done with the farm.
I don't. Okay, I'm trying to remember where that is in the movie though.
About halfway.
The last, like the third act, the last act of the movie, so good.
Yeah, I was told, I think maybe by you, Dennis, and other people, that I should watch Logan before I watch Deadpool.
I would say it's pretty much required.
Okay.
Only in the fact that you will not understand what's going on in Deadpool if you haven't seen Logan all the way through. There's stuff like kind of the premise of the movie is based off of Logan. You could still enjoy it for like how funny it is and stuff like that, but you're not going to fully grasp it. Like you would understand it because they explain it well enough, but you wouldn't understand it unless you've seen Logan.
So the question, and don't obviously ruin anything for me, and I'm not going to ruin anything for anybody else who hasn't seen it. Michelle, even though I haven't seen it either. So, is Deadpool versus Wolverine set in present time, knowing when Logan set in?
Yes.
Okay.
It is after Logan.
But Logan's not set in present time.
It is pretty much present time. So I'm saying Deadpool versus Wolverine. It is
okay. Present time.
Yeah, present time.
Okay. Trust the process, Jordan. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna listen to my new Facebook friend. Although nobody else has added me on LinkedIn like Steve did, so you guys might need to step up your game.
Who uses LinkedIn?
Steve.
James.
I do.
I know Dustin does.
I play a good lawyer on TV.
Thank you for that deposition.
You're welcome.
I'm out of beer.
Mikey, did you watch season 9 of Suits yet on Netflix?
Where the fuck has James been? Hey, James, can you do me a favor so we can end this show at a decent time, seeing that I'm sick and tired and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Can we pay some bills before we end the show?
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I was just going to end it. I was like, wait a minute, we haven't paid bills yet.
That's a miss.
It's not really. I mean, I mentioned it earlier, but Jordan was on one. So,
hey, let it happen.
Did we even hit record? Yes, we all did. All three of us did, which is amazing. for a completely remote show, all of us hitting record. I mean, that's a fucking win in itself. So,
well, I will let you know that this show is sponsored by BetterHelp. What are your self-care non-negotiables? Maybe you never skip leg day or therapy day, or maybe you just don't show up to the studio. Whenever your schedule is packed with kids' activities, big work projects, and more, it's easy to let your priorities slip. Even when you know what makes us happy, it's hard to make time for it. But when you feel like you have no time for yourself, non-negotiables like therapy are more important than ever, or even time with your friends. So if you benefit from therapy, feel free to talk to others and let them know, right? We're always talking about mental health. I think it's become so prevalent in sports. And definitely we should keep an eye on each other. So if you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. So never skip therapy day with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/THPN today to get 10%. I almost gave out a lot.
More than they wanted.
To get
works, but
10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/THPN. I think they put the HELP so I don't say health. But good on you. Great job.
They know who they're dealing with.
I read what I read, okay? All right, and while we're at it, let's talk about sports. Because there's only 2 days the whole year without a game. 2, with so much happening and so much action, that makes just about every day game day at DraftKings Sportsbook. It's super easy for first-timers to get started. Try betting on something simple like picking a team to win. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app and select your team and place. It's really couldn't be any easier or any simpler. And if you're new to DraftKings, you got to check this out. New customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code THPN. That's code THPN for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Bonus bet expire 168 hours after issuance, 7 days. Deposit and eligibility restrictions apply. See terms and responsible gaming resources at dkng.com/base.
Base.
Base.
Like base, like drop the base, or the military base we live next to.
Same. BASE. Base.
Okay, military base. Not drop the base.
What about bass?
Yeah. Drop the bass.
That's Bass Pro Shops. That's next month's.
Ooh,
Is it really?
more of a Cabela, guys?
Be amazing. All right. Anything else to talk about?
Wait, did Steve just say there's no sports games on the day of the MLB All-Star game?
Day after MLB All-Star game is
Oh, day after. Gotcha.
No major sports then, at least.
Is anybody else supplementing their lack of Olympics with the Little League World Series, like I am?
No, I didn't know it was
No.
Started today, baby.
that. So fill us in.
I don't know. It's the same shit every year. A bunch of 12-year-olds playing baseball against each other.
Hannah, NBA plays on Christmas.
Are you bringing this up because they're on DraftKings.com/THPN?
That would be pretty fucking hilarious if you could bet on kids.
Betting on kids.
Hey, it's a sport, right?
Caps fan Kyle he probably still does, used to bet on minor league Russian hockey.
Really?
Yep. El Segundo did win last year.
That is correct.
Yeah. Those
Sorry.
Australian breakdancing. Did you hear there's a scandal with that chick?
What's the scandal?
So the Australian breakdancer who absolutely tore it up. If you ask
Ray
my
Gun,
opinion.
by the way, is her name.
Ray Gun, Rachel Gunn, 2 N's. Yeah, so there was no governing body for quote unquote breaking, is what they called it in the Olympics, in the country of Australia. And so she took it upon herself to volunteer as the governing body for the great country of Australia for breakdancing. And her husband or boyfriend was her coach. He was also one of the judges for all the qualifying rounds, as well as some of her friends were also the judges for the qualifying rounds. And there are accusations that she either held out or made sure more talented participants did not win, mostly people from the inner city, because that is where breakdancing stems from. Hannah called her a cunt.
Wow.
Yeah. And they showed some videos of other people that were breakdancing in these competitions, and they were so much better. So much better.
Jordan, I think you could have done better.
I don't know that like weird like thing that she did on the ground
I
on
like
the
that.
side. Yeah.
Like a bunny
One of the
hopper.
Dodgers, Kike Hernandez, hit a double last night and did that.
Oh, really?
Celebrating when he was on
yes.
second base.
All right,
Yeah.
now
It's going to
okay.
come out in so many ways.
Mhm.
If that is true, I don't feel bad for all the hate she's getting, or the basically she is attention, the memes, that everything, like making fun of her, like perfect.
Yeah, you
Well
brought that
deserved.
shit on yourself.
She got pretty butthurt about it when
God
it first
ruined my
happened.
parlay.
And then she kind of embraced it, probably because she knew this was coming.
Dude, she's got a PhD in like cultural
Mhm.
studies,
Like,
with like an
cultural dance or
emphasis
something.
like on like breaking. Like she teaches this shit. So like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know what they say? Those who can't teach.
Yep, that's what Laura said.
Yeah, she's the epitome.
C word can't be the show title. The fuck it can't. I mean, the show might get like taken down from certain places, but
I'm sure BetterHelp will love that.
we might get demonetized. That's the term, right?
Mm-hmm. Her aim is to write a book about it. Ooh, shadow banned.
We're getting
That's like
shadow
a-
banned.
That's like a badge of honor, though, these days, isn't it?
It depends on what you get shadow banned for, you know?
Bring it on.
If you get shadow banned for being funny, that's one thing. For being
Kirsten
an asshole, that's a
Dunst?
different thing.
I did see a video of Kirsten Dunst complaining that Tobey Maguire got paid way more than her in Spider-Man, and her only like reason why he shouldn't have gotten paid more was because she was in Bring It On.
That's pretty amazing.
Mhm.
I mean, solid argument, if I do say so myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, how much screen time does she get in any of those movies compared to Toby? Like,
Well, but that's the thing though, is Toby's behind a mask half the time, so it's not even him.
I wouldn't
But,
say
like-
half the time, maybe half the time, but like still, Toby's face is on screen way more than hers.
So she's justifying her psychosis.
Psychoness. Yeah, she's interesting.
She hasn't aged well, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since Jumanji.
Yeah.
Jumanji.
I had a crush on her when I was young, in that movie.
All right, what is Jaden saying? You know, the guys know the Spider-Man pointing meme. Recently, I saw was my grandfather with asbestos pointing at my father with lead, pointing at me with microplastics. Pretty much.
Mhm.
Pretty much.
I've seen that
It
one.
works.
Except they're pointing at my balls. So that's where all the microplastics are stored.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. All right, we're rambling.
Mm-hmm.
We ready? Bills are
Yes.
paid. We've done talked about some shit.
Even hockey.
Somehow.
Michelle says, after show.
Let's go. All right. So follow us everywhere. Make sure you're doing that. Kings Run Pod. Except for YouTube. I think it's something different somehow. Because we don't have enough people subscribed to us, we can't have our own custom handle. So
Really?
yeah, you got to go subscribe to us on YouTube. Find us, subscribe there. I think you need like 50 or 100 to get your own custom handle. So do that so we can get that.
Dicks.
You know, yeah. And we're streaming there now. So instead of Twitter, X, whatever the fuck you want to call it, because Elon's dumb. So
I think he's actually
yeah.
pretty smart.
Subscribe wherever you listen to podcast. I mean, when you tell your advertisers to go fuck themselves and then get pissed off and try and sue them when they stop advertising with you, that's smart, Jordan. Leave us voicemail, send us text 562-317-0087.
I love it how Dennis loves Elon so much.
I mean, he's just an idiot. He plays being smart is what it is. He's very
Steve
good
got
at
us
it,
to
though.
11.
Wait, what?
Steve got us to
11 subscribers. There we go.
I'm assuming Steve made it 11.
Thank you, Steve. We're getting there.
Only 89 more to go, baby.
Almost there. We're almost there, guys. All right. For James Whitlock, Jordan Heckman, I'm Dennis Wilson saying, Go Kings, go! Go Kings, go! Go Kings, go! You know, what's funny is you guys are on time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with each other. I'm just ahead because that delay and everything. That's just weird.
I try.
I want to be 69, so hurry up, people. Of course, that's Michelle.
Yeah, we're just gonna stop it there.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah. And after show done.
Ooh, we were impressive tonight.
No, I think she's talking about Michelle.
I think she's talking about the Go Kings Go.
I mean, Michelle is impressive, so.
It's true.
Mikey tried to subscribe again. Come on, Mikey. We know you got 2 YouTube accounts.
What are we at now?
I don't know. I don't even remember what our fucking thing is, so I got to search for us.
Hannah's got it. She says Michelle is a babe. Agreed.
Wow, I must be drunk or something. I can't even type. The YouTubes. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's funny as I type in King's Realm podcast and the number one like search thing is King's Realm Ruins entrance. I gotta click on that and see what it
13
gives us. Bunch of Elden Ring stuff.
Oh man, two years ago we were all wearing the same hat.
King's Realm podcast.
Apparently, there's already another King's Realm podcast. Not already, but there's also another King's Realm podcast, and they only have 9 subscribers. Suck it, nerds.
Is it a Elden Ring podcast?
A what?
Elden Ring podcast?
I don't know what that is.
It's a video game. Home, live, community. More about this channel. More. King's Realm Podcast 6391.
Shit. They have at the King's Realm podcast. How do they have that? They only have 9 subscribers.
Hannah said I did something fun yesterday. I went to Garden Grove and met the hockey guy. You went to Garden Grove.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Did you listen to Sublime on your way down there?
Took a trip to Garden Grove.
Did it smell like Blue Dog inside
Blue
your van?
Dog inside the van. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Hannah, we're stalling so
see.
you can think of an excuse why you didn't call James.
Let's see. Published. King's Realm Pod. Let's see if it saves it. Does it allow us to save it? I think it allowed us to save it. They changed that because I remember having to get 100 subscribers to change one for work. All right. We are now youtube.com/King's Realm Pod. You said the other one was King's Realm Podcast?
Mm-hmm.
We'll look at it.
They have one video. Should we subscribe to them? So when they log in, like King's Realm Pod has subscribed to.
Let's see. What is their one video?
It's a short.
King's Realm Podcast does not come up. It says page isn't available.
Realm Kings Podcast.
Are you sure /King's Realm Podcast?
No, it's Realm Kings Podcast.
Realm Kings podcast. Okay.
Yep. Apparently, I'm dyslexic with entire words, not just letters. Well, now we're definitely going to subscribe because that's fucking hilarious. Oh, wait.
Realm Kings podcast. Still doesn't want to come up.
At the Realm Kings podcast.
The Realm Kings? God
Yes.
damn it, Jordan. That the is important.
Well, it's
Still
not
doesn't want to
the-
come up.
It's actually the, not the.
Well, whatever. The Realm Kings podcast. All right. What do I... This is so dumb.
You're the one looking.
You're the one that can't fucking tell me what it is.
Ooh.
More about this channel. 9 subscribers, 1 video.
It was 10, and then I unsubscribed because I realized I'm not logged in as King's Realm.
That's it. The one short is just like, thanks for tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck do you guys do?
Like it when people tune in. Duh.
That's interesting. September of last year. That's the only thing I've ever posted. Let's just search for them in general. The fuck do you guys do? I will say, if you Google the Realm Kings podcast, we show up as the top results.
Really?
Yep.
And
The
on,
top
on
3
YouTube?
results. No, if you Google
Oh, gotcha.
the Realm Kings podcast, King's Realm on Apple Podcasts is number 1. King's Realm podcast on Instagram, number 2. King's Realm podcast on X, number 3. And then number 4 is Finally Them. All episodes of the Realm Kings podcast.
Hmm.
But then
Guys,
we're number 5. They're
We
number
have 15
6.
subscribers.
Yeah. We're number 7 and number 8. So how many episodes they have? They have 2 episodes. They did September 2nd, September 3rd, and then they were done.
But I say we can never, record back to back.
The Realm of Moloch. Is that an Elden Ring thing, or what is that? What is this for? What's Moloch? I need like Mikey to help me out. Mikey's a gamer, right?
Jaden too, I think.
I don't play enough games to know.
What's
Shell said Skyrim. I don't know. I was looking for King's Realm, and I got a lot of like Elden Ring results if you put King's Realm together.
Some
And
funky
I
shit.
started playing Skyrim. I couldn't get into it. I had just got done playing The Witcher 3, and Skyrim sucked compared to Witcher 3. So I'm playing Last of Us now. Actually, I'm doing a lot of packing, so I'm not doing a lot of playing. So
Did anyone else notice that James has been quiet since Hannah said that she came to Garden Grove and didn't call James?
James is hurt.
I'm loading files. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I played Elden Ring a few weeks
Don't
and
be
it
coy.
tore my ass apart. I couldn't take it anymore. I've heard it's very difficult. My buddy Mike is like You should play Elden Ring because I bought it and I haven't played it yet,
Mhm.
and I don't know if I want to play it because I want it to be really good, and I fear it's not going to be as good as I want it to be.
Don't know until you try.
All right.
Steve, we are moving because we are moving closer to my wife's work. So Laura got promoted a few months back and has the opportunity to move up pretty quickly. But the next move is going to require her to be in the office quite a bit. So Elden Ring doesn't have a difficulty setting?
Dumb.
Wow. I try and play everything on moderate difficulty. Unless it's very story driven. And then I'm in it for the story. Like Last of Us, I played part 1 on moderate and playing part 2 on light moderate. There's just not enough stuff to get in moderate. I don't know how people do it on anything more than that because you run out of shit so fast. It's permanently set on get good, kid. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Did you ever, Mikey, did you ever play Hollow Knight? That is the hardest game I've ever played. Even on like the moderate, like it. I don't know how I didn't rip a controller in half. I tried multiple times because I got so frustrated with that game. It requires so much precision. Fantastic game though. It is such a good game. If you like 2D like Metroidvania games, it's great. Sounds awful, gotta try it. There's a sequel that's supposedly been coming out for like almost a decade now, called Silk Song. I'm
Oh,
excited for it. But also,
Grand
like,
Theft
I'm
Auto
not-
6. Oh,
yeah, I love all the memes. Like, we got blah 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 before we got GTA 6. Like, it's so funny. They've made so much money off of 5 online. They don't need 6. But I have seen like the like trailers for 6. It looks absolutely insane. Like the graphics,
yeah.
just absolutely insane. I need Skate 4 like I need oxygen.
And I know a buddy that's working on Skate right now.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
What studio made Skate? Do you know what studio works for?
No.
I know people currently and former employees of Blizzard. And also former employees of Riot. EA made Skate. Mikey said, James, get me a testing code, please. Yeah, I know people that worked for, I think one of them is still there, but a bunch of people like pre-Activision acquisition, Blizzard. I went to BlizzCon and I had no idea what the fuck I was looking at. You can go back in my original Instagram, which I just got back, by the way. It's fucking wild. My Den Wilson 2002 Instagram, and you can see when I went to BlizzCon and I had no idea what I was looking at. Jeff went with me.
Really?
Laura would go to BlizzCon quite a bit, and so Jeff and I went down, and they handed over passes just so we can go like walk around and check it out. Like we weren't going to spend any time at anything, right? We weren't going to play a game or anything because we didn't know what we were doing. So we just walked around to see stuff, and they have like these really cool like sculptures and shit, and like models of like different like game characters, and like there was really cool shit there. Very different than going to like a car show or NAMM. There, like the lights aren't turned on, like it's just very dark. And yeah, Jeff and I had no idea what we were looking at, but it was still cool. The only Blizzard game I ever really played is Overwatch. one of Laura's very good friends was a producer of Overwatch. That was her baby.
Hmm.
And I remember when they like the month before that game released, like how much she was working. It was absolutely insane. But yeah, that was her baby. She's very proud of that one. That game has done extremely well for Blizzard. So, and then they released Overwatch 2, and it was a piece of trash because she wasn't part of it, and not pretty much none of the original team was.
Hot trash and a pile of poop.
No, it was apparently not very good. But like I said, like none of that was like I think that was a post Activision. Yeah. They worked on Overwatch for so long before they even announced it. That was like years in the making. I don't do first person stuff very well, and I don't do online games, so yeah, they made sure that game was right. So I think it was like kind of their first foray into that style game. So they wanted to make sure they nailed it, and they did. It was extremely popular. Hot Trash and a Pile of Poop sounds like a fast-paced song that has a banjo in it.
You nailed that.
I like how we started talking video games and James and Jordan got real quiet.
I don't play games.
I mean I play, but I don't play a lot. Like I played Switch
fine.
games, and then I went out and bought a PS5, and
Did you?
I've
Thinking
just
about
been
buying
playing
one.
through. I've been playing through the recommendations that Collins has sent me. So he finally got me to play Last of Us. It is great. It is really good. But I
Can't you just watch the TV show instead?
So I'm watching the show now that I've played the game. I couldn't get through the first episode the first time I watched the show. We were on a plane, and like the whole like opening scene when he loses his daughter was just like, ugh. Have not played Spider-Man 2. I have heard it's absolutely amazing. Have not played it. But wasn't that like a PS3 game or some shit like that?
I'm probably gonna buy a PlayStation 5 just to play GTA 6 when it comes out.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if they wait for the next PlayStation for GTA 6. I'm still loyal to Rocket League. Playing through Last of Us Part 1, and I know that like I played the completely like remade PS5 version, which is different, right? But for the most part, the fact that they made a game like that on the PS3 is absolutely fucking incredible to me. Like, there's just so much to it. It's wild. I have not played Spider-Man 2. I have been playing. Okay, so Mikey, like, this is where you fucked up, dude. I tweeted out like, "Hey, I just got a PS5. Like, what are your recommendations? What should I play?" And you didn't suggest Spider-Man 2. You didn't suggest anything. So, Animal Crossing for the win. I've played a lot of Animal Crossing. I have 2 kids, so I've played a lot of Animal Crossing.
That you know of.
That's true. You did travel a lot. Touring. You know those rock star lifestyles.
Shaden. Dennis the drummer. His nerd card cannot be revoked. They're just as expensive. What's the expensive? Oh, PS5s. Yeah. You just wait till they announce like the 5 Pro or the PS6, and then you get one for way cheaper.
Didn't they say they're not coming out with another like PlayStation for like a decade or something like that?
No, they're working on the next one.
Oh yeah, but still, they've been working on GTA 6 for.
Yeah, that's a studio. That's not Sony. The thing is that PS5 is still selling really well. So and Xbox is just fucking crashing and burning. So
Mhm.
you get all the Xbox bros that are now buying PS5s because they want to play good games that they haven't played. And Sony owns all the good studios. Like that's the other thing. Like the Halo went to shit. Gears of War apparently is still good, but they're not doing anything.
Next
So-
date, PlayStation. The PlayStation PS5 Pro is expected to release in late 2024.
Yeah. So once that gets released,
Yeah, but that's
Uh,
yeah.
then the PS5s, the regular one, will be cheaper.
So
just get the
PS6 potentially
digital
launching
version.
in 2028.
They'll do the 5 Pro. It'll like have, a little bit faster processor, a little bit better graphics card, like whatever. You're still going to play a game in 4K 60 FPS. Like you're just not going to have like the drop in frame rate when shit gets crazy. That sometimes happens. I haven't noticed anything playing in like performance mode. I haven't noticed any drop in resolution, any drop in frame rate, like in any of the games I've played. So
Totes.
I know some annoying Xbox Bros back in the day. They didn't believe me when I warned them, and then here we are. Jordan was an Xbox Bro.
I still have my Xbox sitting in my house that I haven't turned on in probably 2 years.
Red Dead is art on my PC. Did you build your own PC, Mikey? You seem like the guy that would. I got a buddy in Texas that builds gaming computers for his friends. He's always posting his builds, and it's like insane shit. All right. What time is it?
11.
11? Perfect.
Files are uploaded.
Nice.
Yep, so are mine.
All right. I'll
Michelle
edit them
says
on
midnight.
next Tuesday. I'm already bad enough at it, and this whole moving thing has made it worse. If I sold my desk and everything, I'd probably get 4K. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Damn.
Um,
I bet porn is great on it though.
yeah. You ever seen porn in 8K? Your desk is worth more than my car, Mikey. That's a fucking Corolla or a Camry. Doesn't need to be worth anything. It's going to run longer than you will live.
Yeah, really. You're not getting rid of that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a fun fact that I found out when I was in Idaho, or that we found out when we were in Idaho. You have to do age verification to go on adult sites.
There's
I've
other
seen that
states
in
do
some
now.
states. Yeah.
I think, didn't Texas do something like that? I'm sure Oklahoma does that. Mikey, confirm. Michelle saying Colorado.
Michelle says she thinks.
I
She
love that you.
fucking
Yeah, I
knows.
love that you say you think.
Yeah, I think.
Adorable.
We're all friends here, Michelle.
Michelle's got the double monitor going with, King Sham on one side, porn on the other,
Fair enough.
busted.
I would do it too if I could, but you can see my other screen. So
Texas, yes. Oklahoma, no, is what I was told.
Go find out right now.
I know, it's not that hard.
You're the only one in Oklahoma right now. It's for
Right.
science.
at least that in Oklahoma they'll be able to track you down.
Is it age verification like, yes, I'm 18? Like, you just say, okay, so, like, no proof needed?
No, I think you need to send in a photo of your license.
Jesus Christ. Something
for
like
real?
that? That's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's
That makes me feel like they're getting ready for Gilead. Like, we got your license. We know who watches porn. We're coming after you when the church takes over.
Yeah.
It's definitely for tracking purposes. They do keep it in the spank bank.
That's the different kind of spank bank.
That's hilarious, dude.
Texas is so red, it's insane. Yeah, exactly, Michelle. Under his eye. Blessed be the fruit. Those who haven't seen Handmaid's Tale, I was like, what? I don't like watching that show because Laura winds up hating me for like at least a couple of days after we watch it.
It's like when you cheat on her in her dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't me.
Oh,
I didn't do this.
Is that the one with Peggy in it
Peggy?
from
Like
Mad
Peg-
Men?
Peggy Bundy?
No, Peggy Olson from Mad Men.
I don't know who Peggy Olson from Mad Men was played by. Elizabeth Moss is
Yeah, I think that's it.
the main character. Yeah, Handmaid's Tale is very
Yep.
tough.
Same chick.
She's the executive producer. She's the one that wanted to do this and like made it.
Peggy Hill? No,
Peggy
Peggy
Hill.
Olson. Fucking Mad Men.
That just talks about the age difference between me and Mikey. He went Peggy Hill, I went Peggy Bundy.
that's good. 2 decades? Decade? and a
Yeah,
half?
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
King of the Hill's pretty old.
King of the Hill is pretty old, but it ran for a while. So
So did Married with Children, though. That started out
yeah,
A
but Married with
while
the Children started in the 80s, late
Yeah.
80s. So
a while ago.
yeah, King of the Hill started what,
97.
like let's say like mid to late 90s. So 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. 87 and 97 are the two start dates.
Yeah. When did the Married with Children stop?
11 seasons, so 88. Sorry, 98.
98.
13 seasons for King of the Hill, so 2000.
Yeah. At the nudie bar. I remember when Bob uses purse as a weapon.
Jaden
still
just called
think-
King of the Hill an anime.
Yeah. My favorite part of King of the Hill will always be Boomhauer.
I used to work with a guy that talked exactly like Boomhauer.
Really?
Yes.
That's fucking hilarious.
He was a freight broker that only dealt in flatbeds. And he was extremely successful, but he only talked like Boomhauer. And he would get so fucked up. And for some reason, they thought it was a good idea to put him in charge of a fucking office.
Good old Boomhauer. All right, y'all.
Yep.
I'm going to wrap
All right.
this up.
Wrap it up. Wrap it before you tap it, Dennis.
There you go. Hey, thanks for making this a positive podcast, guys.
We did it. Fuck Eric, am I right? I haven't listened to it yet, but
Mikey, I don't remember that, but I do remember when Marge Simpson freaked out on the plane. Because that one gets brought up from time to time when we get on planes and there's like 50 screaming children. And Laura says, let me off, let me off, let me off, let me off.
do you remember when Peg Bundy got killed by her son Jax?
No.
Is that too much of a stretch? Sons of Anarchy.
Didn't watch more than one season, so.
It's a great show.
At least Mikey remembered the Simpsons right there. All right, y'all.
Don't know if I've seen that episode. All right.
Good night.
Buenos
Night.
nachos. I'm gonna go watch Logan.
Yes.
Awesome. Bye.
Later, guys. See you next week.
Later.
Love you.
Bye.